Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you the best Gyarados build for Raids and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This one's going to be a fun build. Been waiting a while to do this since I got lucky enough to get back-to-back shiny Gyaradoses without any sandwiches equipped in the lake. Let's start off with where to actually get Gyarados. So to get Gyarados, just come to the middle of Casraya Lake. Once you're here, you can just jump off any side. It don't really matter which one. Bit laggy right now because of the rain, but just do circles around this middle part right here. And then eventually you will run into a Gyarados and a lot of the losers apparently. So just run into your Gyarados and then you want to catch it, but you want to make sure it's a water type Tera because then you don't have to spend 50 Tera shards later on. And then we'll get straight into the build. So our Tera type is going to be water, like I said earlier. Water is the only Tera type that really makes sense here because the only flying type move we have is Hurricane. And it is a special attack, but we only have 60 special attack and we have over double that in physical attack. So it only makes sense to go for water. Moving on to our item is going to be the Choice Band, and what this does is it only lets us use one move, but our attack is increased by 50%. So we basically just getting an extra stab. Let me show you where to get this. So you just want to fly over to Messagoza West. Once you're here, you just need to head down here to the Delibird presence. And once you reach the Delibird shop, just go inside and then click battle items. And if you scroll down enough, you will get to the free choice items. You want to buy the Choice Band for 100,000. It is a bit expensive. It's going to be worth it though. It's going to increase our chances of winning those raids massively. Now, because we're using a choice item, you can probably imagine we have no setup moves or anything like that. We're just going to be using one move all the way through. But I will add extra moves that you can use in case you want to use a different item and use setup moves like Dragon Dance, etc. But first we need to sort our nature out, and the nature we're going to be using is going to be the Adamant nature. So you want to visit any Chansey supply shop, the black and green ones. We're going to go to the one in Messagoza because we're closest to that one. And I want you to scroll down until you see the nature mints, and the adamant mint will cost you 20,000 Pokedollars. Luckily, when I caught this Gyarados, it already had adamant nature, but as you can see there, up in attack, down in special attack. Now moving on to our EVs, you want to put your EVs into HP and attack. This will make us survive a lot longer and do a lot more damage. If you don't know where to get the EV items, you can just come back inside any Chansey supply shop. And we're going to be buying 26 HP ups and 26 proteins. This will maximize our HP and our attack EVs. And that will cost you 520,000 Pokedollars. Or if you like saving yourself a bit of money, go to a Delibird shop, click on General Goods. Go to the very bottom, and these 6 power items, you can actually just manually EV train your Pokemon. It'll take a little bit longer, but you're saving yourself a ton of money. So instead of 520,000, it will cost you 20,000 Pokedollars and just a bit of a grind. It'll be the power weight and it will be the power bracer. So I'm actually going to show you where to actually train for your EVs in case you want to do it this way. For your HP EVs, what you want to do is come right here. And let me just mention that if you use Encounter Power Level 2 sandwiches, this will make things a lot quicker. But once you're here, just go down to this lake right here. I say lake, it's a little puddle. And there will be a Azumarill all over the lake, and those will get you your HP EVs. Now to get your attack EVs, we're going to be taking out Shinx, so I want you to fly over to South Province Area 3. And around this area, you can find Shinx and Yungoos. Both Pokemon will actually get you attack EVs, so you're just going to take them out. Let me know if you actually like this format of the video even better. Been trying to make the videos better for you guys, adding more timestamps so you can just skip to where you need. Let's move on to IVs. So to check your IVs, just go in your main menu, click on boxes, hover over your Gyarados, and on the right hand side, it will say all your stats. Click the plus button until it comes up with this screen right here. As you can see, I've hyper trained a lot of my stats, so they're all best IVs. Yours might not look like this. So check it, see how many max IVs you need. You don't need special attack. After you found out how many you need, visit any Delibird shop, click on General Goods, and you can trade in 1 battle cap for 1 max IV, so just buy how many you need. It will cost you a maximum of 100,000 Pokedollars, and then fly over to Montenevera, and then go and speak to the person next to the Abomasnow. He will hyper train your Pokemon. Choose your Gyarados, then click battle caps, click HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed, and then click start the training. And now all your stats should be ready for them raids. Moving on to our ability, it's going to be an amazing ability. It's going to be Intimidate, and it should come with the Gyarados that you catch, unless you catch it in a raid. Then you will need to use an ability patch to revert it back to Intimidate. And what it does is when you enter the battle, it reduces the opponent's attack by 1 stage. So right from the get-go, before any moves are used, if they're a physical attacker, they're going to be at a huge disadvantage. Moving on to the moves, we're going to be using Waterfall, Dragon Dance, Taunt, and Rain Dance. Now, we're actually only going to be using Waterfall because of our item, but I put 3 extra moves in just in case you want to use a different item, because I know some people don't like using the choice items. So Waterfall is going to be a really strong move, 80 power, 100 accuracy, and it can also make the target flinch if you get lucky. Dragon Dance is going to boost our attack and speed stat by 1 stage each. Taunt is going to make it so for 3 turns they have to use attacks. They can't use like setup moves or put you to sleep or anything like that. 4th move is going to be Rain Dance, and for 5 turns it will power up water type moves and lower the attack of fire type attacks. Now this 4th move, Rain Dance, there's not too many moves that you can use in terms of setup moves or moves that can just help you out. Unless you want to go for coverage, then you could have Crunch, Ice Fang, Earthquake. You could even use Brine, which is actually a move that doubles in power when they get to 50% or lower HP. So there's many options for that 4th move if you don't want to use Rain Dance. Now, Waterfall, Dragon Dance, and Rain Dance you learn from level up, so just get your Gyarados to level 100 and you can relearn these moves nice and quick and easy. Taunt, however, we're going to have to learn a TM for this. So to get TMs, just go to any Pokemon Center and go to the green section. For this move, we're going to need 3 Meowth, 3 Sableye Gems, and 3 Sneasel Claws. So let me show you how to get those. So for our Meowth, we're going to be coming to Medali West. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going outside the city until it says West Province Area 3, and then circling the edge of the city until we see a Meowth or a Persian. There's a Persian, so we're just going to be taking that out, and that will get us our Meowth. Moving on to our Sableye, what I want you to do is fly over to Alphanada, and we're going to be running to this cave right over here. Once you're inside the cave, just keep going until you can jump off the edge, and then I just want you to jump down. Once you jump down at the bottom around this location, just look around until you see a Sableye. So there's one on top of that rock right there. We're just going to take that out, and that will get us our Sableye Gem. For our Sneasel, we can pretty much just go to Glisado Mountain. So I'm going to go right here. What I'm going to do is fly over to Paldea's highest peak and just make my way down. So I'm going to drop down on this side. I'm not going to move too quick because I could miss a Sneasel. A lot of Pokemon will spawn on the way down, and what you're going to be looking out for is a Sneasel or a Weavile. So there's a Sneasel right there, so we're just going to take that out, and that will get us our Sneasel Claw. And now that we've gone over the build, let's get into some raids. But before we do, I just want to say we have a Discord server, and it's amazing seeing so many people on there, and I'd love to see even more people, so come on over, everyone's welcome. Link will be in the description. Now let's get into them raids. So for our first raid, we've got a 6-star ground type Tauros. Let's get straight into it. So our Intimidate activates, lowering its attack, and then we just get straight into the Waterfall. It is faster than us, but it's used Flare Blitz and done no damage. Let's see how much we do. So we do a little bit of damage. It's used Sunny Day, which is really not good, but it's going to use Close Combat and just make our job easy for us, apparently. Amazing. We're still not doing that much, though, because of the sun. By the time we terrestrialize, the sun will have, what, 2 to 3 more turns. It's going to use Flare Blitz. It's going to do a lot more damage because the sun's out. We're going to Waterfall. And now the shield's up, and now we can terrestrialize already. The choice items are so simple, but they're so effective on certain Pokemon. There's no setup or anything, it's literally just straight line, just defeated. And the raids tend to end quite quick. He uses Flare Blitz again, no problem. We're going to use Waterfall. Does quite a bit of damage. It removes negative effects from itself. Now this isn't good. He uses Close Combat here, right? Doesn't kill, does it? No, it doesn't. Didn't think so. Alright, it's okay. It's okay, guys, don't worry. I wasn't nervous. So we're going to use Waterfall, break that shield. Maybe not break the shield. Oh, it's going to use Bulk Up. I should have waited till after we got took out before I terrored, because we was on like half health when we terrored. It's going to use Flare Blitz. It's fine. Going to take some time off the raid. We're going to lower the actual Tauros' attack when we come back. It's going to use Sunny Day instantly. Just our luck. We get put against the Pokemon that knows Sunny Day. But the Tauros is going to take itself out after we use Waterfall with recoil damage. Oh no, we get another attack. Boom. Take it out again. And the Tauros goes down. Let's move on to the second raid. Oh my god, it's a pink pig! Yes! Now you might be thinking, what's so special about a pink pig? Well, this pig is not supposed to be pink. I love it. Send it to sleep. This might be a waste of a Dream Ball, but the Dream Ball's pink, the Pokemon's pink. I love Shiny Lechonk. Always feels better to get a shiny when you're not looking for it. Hog Pokemon. Damn straight. It's beautiful. So we found our second raid. It's going to be a fire type 5-star. I want to say that's an Indeedee. Let's see how it goes. So we can't lower its attack, not that that matters. We're just going to get straight in with a waterfall. Does quite a bit of damage. It's going to use Calm Mind. Now, I won't like it if it uses too much of those. It's going to use Trick Room. It will now be faster than us. And then it's going to use Hyper Voice. At least it didn't use any Psychic or anything like that. We use another Waterfall, force it to put its shield up. We're going to use Waterfall. It's not going to do too much damage because it's got shield up. But we're just trying to get that Terrestrialize. It's going to use Hyper Voice again and then play nice. So now we're going to Terrestrialize, hopefully break that shield. There's something just so nice about shiny Gyarados. So we're going to use Waterfall now, see how much damage that does. So it does break the shield, it does a lot of damage. Boom. It nullifies the stats on our side, that's fine. Uses Calm Mind again. Now if we was a special attacker, we might be in trouble here, but we're not, so we're fine. Uses Trick Room again. So now we're faster again, so now we can just finish him off. Well, that's that done. And the Indeedee goes down. Let's move on to that third raid. So our third raid is going to be a ground type 5-star Magnezone. This should be interesting because it's 4 times super effective against us. Very scary. Let's get into it. So guys, being the big brain raider that I am, I completely muted my mic on this third raid. I do apologize. I will try not to make it happen again. But yeah, this is pretty much how the raid went. I was pretty scared we weren't going to be able to do it going into this raid because of it being 4 times super effective against us, but we do have 100 base special defense. So it got to a point where it did hit us with a Thunderbolt and it did around half of our health and damage. It did use Thunder Wave twice first. It missed the first one, so we got quite lucky there, and we're just hitting it with waterfalls over and over again and until its shield goes up. And then at this point, I just wanted to keep using waterfall, so we had our Tera when we went down, and I wanted it to take us out as quick as possible so we could get back Tera and finish it off. So it did set up an electric terrain, and that's what happened. We went down, we lost some of the actual time, as you can see right now, but we have plenty of time remaining, enough time to finish this raid off. So we do get our Terrestrialize away, and we use Waterfall, take about half of the shield off, and next turn we can take the full shield off. So we do break the shield with another Waterfall. We just need one more attack to finish it off. As you can see, there's not too much time remaining. We did it comfortably after another Waterfall, but that has been the closest raid yet because we was 4 times weak to it. The only reason why we didn't actually lose that raid is because of our insanely high special defense. Conclusion, Gyarados is a beast, and I would highly recommend using him if you want to use a Gyarados or you've got a shiny Magikarp / Gyarados and you want a nice strong water type physical attacker for raids. And if you like these raid builds, go check out this Toxapex build I'm going to put on screen right now. It's an extremely powerful support build. Would highly recommend it to anyone that goes online, and I'll catch you on the next one.